morning. Sorry, I had a little camera technical difficulty this morning. So this morning we are going to be cooking my favorite, or one of my favorite breakfasts, and I'm going to be giving some nutritional values to this as well. So we are actually going to make some stuff out of Ezekiel bread today. I'm going to be making French toast. It's going to be a much healthier version. As some of you know that I personal train, part of my goal is that we can eat some of the stuff we really love, but to do it in a much more nutritional mannerism. So we're going to be doing that today. So I'm going to pick up this loaf of Ezekiel bread here and show you what that looks like here. So there's, I think we can see it. And see how I can do this. I'm not very good with this camera, so you guys will have to forgive me. Let me see if I can turn it around. There we go. And there's the Ezekiel bread right here. And I have silk almond coconut milk. I have some eggs from a farm. I have grass-fed butter here. I have organic virgin coconut oil. And I also have some spices on the other side that we are going to work with today, okay? So I'm going to try turning this back around. I'm getting better at this. I'm becoming a celebrity, yay. Okay, so I'm going to set us up here this way. All right, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to take my container right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread today. So I'm actually going to use 2 eggs. So we're going to do 1 egg for each slice. I think this should work pretty good. Anybody that knows me knows I don't use recipes. I kind of wing it like I do all of my life. And then we are going to put in 1 tablespoon of the silk almond coconut milk. Now you can use, any kind of milk you like, but again, I'm making this very, very healthy, so this will be non-dairy. I believe in us being nutrient dense and building our bodies from the baseline up. So I have included my silk almond coconut milk, 1 tablespoon for each egg. And right now I am whisking it. You guys can probably see here. I had all my friends out there. People like to add a little bit of sugar or something to this, but we're not going to do that today because we're not going to need to really do that. We're trying to make it as healthy as possible. So right now I have done 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons again of the silk almond coconut, and now I'm going to add in the spices that I like to have. So I'm going to put in a little bit of vanilla right now. So again, I don't measure things too much. I'm just going to put a little bit in there. And then I'm also going to put some nutmeg, just a tap of nutmeg. If you don't like nutmeg, you don't have to use this. You can use whatever spices you would like. And that smells so good. I'm going to give this a quick little whisking. And then I'm going to put in some ground cloves this morning, a little bit, and a little bit of cinnamon. So just using these spices, it's going to have a little bit more appearance of being sweet, and it's going to be a lot healthier for us. So I don't know if you can see, but I have this all done up and ready to go, and it smells amazing. Now, I'm going to take my organic coconut oil here that I have, and I'm going to take some out. And of course, I forgot to set it out, so this is hard because I keep it in the refrigerator so it keeps. But we're going to put in at least a tablespoon of this. You might need a little more. You're going to have to kind of play around with that a little bit. And I'm also going to add a little grass-fed butter into that pan. And I'm going to turn it on low and start to get that heated up so that we can make the French toast this morning. Okay. See a bunch of people. Hello, Mary Hamrick. Hello, Jessica Wagner. All right. Now I'm going to take 2 pieces of this Ezekiel bread out. And in a little bit, I'm going to give you some nutritional facts even on this breakfast this morning. Now, I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a doctor. I'm simply a conduit of giving you information about these different items and how to make them and how to eat. So Ezekiel bread has to be kept in the freezer, and you take out what you need because it doesn't have any preservatives in it. It is made from sprouted seeds and legumes, so it makes it highly nutritional, it makes it pre-digestible, and it's very nutrient dense all the way around. It's also a complete protein, so that makes it, again, a really good breakfast food. So I'm going to put this back in the freezer. Okay, it looks like my butter and my coconut oil are now ready to go in my pan. They're all melted. And so I'm going to take a slice of this Ezekiel bread. And you can see it's a little bit bigger. And Ezekiel bread is what I call, it's very porous. It's very deep. So when I put it down into this egg mixture right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not very good at doing online videos, but here we go. I'm going to put it in there a couple times, and I'm going to hold it up and let some of that egg wash just kind of come off of it. Then I'm going to bring it over to the pan, and I'm going to put one side on there and then flip it over to the other side so I can get all that yummy butter and coconut oil on it. And we're going to start with our first piece of bread here in the pan. So I'm going to bring my camera over again. There we go. And there it is in the pan. Turn it on. Now, the really nice thing about this Ezekiel bread French toast that I make is I'll make several slices. I will put it back in the refrigerator and put saran wrap or something over it, and you can actually take it out the next couple days, take a piece and throw it into the toaster once it's been prepared and cooked already on the stove. So it makes it very easy to meal prep with. Because of the egg wash, we even have more protein in there. So this is a very vitamin-packed breakfast. And like I said, it's one of my favorite breakfasts. Okay, let me get out a spatula here and see how we're going. So it's sticking a little bit, so we're gonna move it up. So while that's cooking, we can talk just a little bit more about the nutrients in some of this stuff. So I'm going to turn this back around. Okay. And I am going to read to you some things. So one of the benefits, or several benefits, of the Ezekiel bread is it's low glycemic food. It's made from sprouted seeds and legumes, like I said before. It's a complete source of protein. It has 9 essential amino acids. Now, the benefits of the grass-fed butter are it's rich in vitamin A, and our bodies don't make vitamin A, so we have to ingest it in some form or fashion. Now, it's also high in beta-carotene, which is important because it converts the vitamin A that we need to be able to use it in our bodies. It contains K2, which is good for bone and heart health, and it's higher in omega-3 fatty acids, which makes it more anti-inflammatory. We're going to go back over to the pan right now, and it's probably about time to turn this bad boy. There we go. It's getting nice and brown. It's coming out really good today. There we go. Sorry, you guys have to bear with me. Like I said, I am not real good at this, but I will get better at it, and we can have some more fun. So I'm just going to let this cook down. And it's doing pretty good here. So when this is finished, I'm not going to add any more butter or coconut oil to it because we cooked with that already. But we are going to use some real maple syrup on it. Maple syrup is better than refined sugar because, first of all, it's anti-inflammatory, where regular sugar is inflammatory. It's high in antioxidants, so it's fighting free radicals. It's high in manganese and zinc. Zinc helps fight illnesses and diseases, so we really need that right now. And manganese helps with metabolism, absorption of nutrition. So we have to have the right vitamins and nutrition to absorb all this nutrition that we need. And again, it reduces inflammation and it reduces glucose levels, where refined sugars are going to spike those sugar levels. Okay, let's go back over here. And this is getting nice and brown. Yummy, yummy, yummy. This is going to be so good this morning. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm looking forward to this. So I'm not going to make the second piece this morning, but there's definitely enough here to make 2. So I think that's a good combination. Again, you could use any type of bread, but I've used the Ezekiel bread because it's so nutritious. You can actually buy Ezekiel bread in health food stores. Giant Eagle carries it a lot of times, but it is going to be in the freezer food section, as again, it has a very low shelf life because it is very whole and nutritious and has no additives in it to preserve it, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and I've got a nice plate here that I'm going to pick up. There's my plate. This is about ready to go. It's coming out pretty good. Want it to cook just a little bit longer. Like I said, this bread is very thick, but it tastes amazing. And it's about done here right now. So while we're doing that, I'm going to put a cup of water into my microwave. So you're going to hear that in the background. And I'm actually going to French press some coffee this morning. Yum. The coffee that I have, I bought at the Mustard Seed Market. It is an organic, free trade, vanilla and hazelnut mixture that I've put together. And it is going to be awesome. So let's go ahead. And it looks like my French toast is done. I'm going to turn it off so it can stay nice and warm while I'm going to make the coffee now. So I'm going to come over here and kind of push some of my other stuff out of the way here. And I'm going to get my French press out. So here's my French press, and I am actually going to get my coffee, which is right here. And this smells amazing, like I said. So I am going to put you guys down for just a second. Turn you around. There you go. And I am going to get this coffee bag out. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon and a half into my French press. Oh, this smells amazing. So I'm going to turn back around here so you can see. There's my French press, and there is the coffee in the bottom. I am heating up in the microwave my hot water, and we'll be making coffee this morning as well. Hello to everybody out there. Okay, while we're waiting on the coffee water, I'm going to take out my piece of French toast and put it over here on the plate. And boy, does it look yummy this morning. Looks awesome. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys with me over to the refrigerator. And I have a couple different types of maple syrup, but the particular one I'm going to be using this morning is called Crown Maple Syrup. And this particular one is aged in a bourbon barrel, so it has a nice bourbon taste to it, even though it doesn't have any alcohol content to it. It is really good. So what I'm going to do, okay, we can hear my water is done. So I'm going to take my water out. I'm going to pour that into my French press. And I'm going to put my top onto my French press, and I'm going to let this sit for a little bit so it can steep. This is going to be awesome. Fresh coffee this morning. I clean up here just a little bit so we can continue. So let's come back to my beautiful piece of French toast that I made this morning. And I am going to put some maple syrup on it. So we're going to turn back around this morning, and I'm going to take a tablespoon and I'm going to pour a little bit into here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this back around again, is we're going to drizzle this maple syrup on there. Yum. And I'm going to kind of do one of these. Looks like I need just a little bit more. So I'm going to put a little bit more on this spoon. Again, maple syrup is better for you, but it's still sugar, so we don't want to do a lot. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. That is going to taste amazing. Now, my coffee is still steeping, but I'm going to turn this back around, and I'm going to take a bite of this morning. Oh, this looks so good. Again, this is one of my favorite breakfasts. So I have a nice big piece here. That is so yummy, so nutritious. We're going to come back over to the coffee. I'm going to push the plunger down, and we're going to pour this coffee back into the cup that I did the water in. So we're going to watch this fresh coffee. I'm going to put it right here. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. take a nice sip of this. This is going to be really hot. It's going to be awesome. So yummy. So I hope you enjoyed this little cooking class this morning. Again, I'm not very good at doing these, but I'm going to be doing some more of them so I can keep teaching.